Welcome to Strictly Businews. I am Alfonso Santaniello.
And I'm Nunzio Bruno.
Holy crap, Nunzio. Where have you been?
It feels like an old suit. You just put it on and it still fits.
Corey couldn't be here, so you just have the two Italian guys with you today. And
A lot of times I think I'm pretty, so this works.
Why did I invite you on?
I know.
First topic. eBay released their... eBay, a lot of tech companies are starting to do this, and eBay is making this a little more public. They reveal their diversity report. It's no secret that in tech there's really not much diversity in the sense of gender, race. It's just kind of very, just not inclusive in a sense. So they released it right now. So their quick numbers are they're 58% male compared to Google, which has 70%, Facebook has 69% males. When it comes to racial diversity, the giant 61% of employers are white, 24% are Asian, 7% are black, 5% are Hispanic, and others make up the remaining 2%. So when it comes to tech jobs, they're saying the black and Hispanic employees is just 2%, representations of women is just 24%. So it's primarily white males, they're saying is...
Right, and that's indicative of kind of how or what one of the problems that's being evidenced in education, in STEM education. Yep. So there's a big push for young female STEM support, regardless of race. They're just trying to get more female coders, more in the sciences, again, technologies, engineering, and math.
Well, it's not even just from the ground up. You gotta look at the leadership level. They say that eBay's leadership is 72% white, and only 28% of the 72% is women in leadership. Yep. So it's from all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. This is from the board, and this is not just eBay. This is a lot of larger tech companies where diversity is really hard for them to really grasp in the sense of recruiting and bringing in talent that's not.
So neat thing from the article is that in response to putting out that diversity report, one of the first initiatives that Google put out was this thing they're calling Made with Code, and it's quoted to encourage girls to pursue careers in tech. So both Google and Facebook have received visits from even civil rights activist Jesse Jackson. So he's been pushing for greater minority inclusion in tech.
I don't know if you want Jesse Jackson. Anyway, next topic. Let's just not get into. That's a whole nother. Food
This
Network.
is the episode you bring me out.
It's been a long day. Next topic: Food Network's Restaurant Impossible coming to.
Seamless transition, by the way.
Food Network Restaurant Impossible came to Abudanza in Wilbraham. The episode was filmed at the beginning of August and got aired August 7th. So if you haven't watched it, go on demand or Netflix or wherever the hell you watch Restaurant or Food Network and you can watch it. So originally the restaurant started off at the exit Springfield. They, over a year or two, grew and they moved to Wilbraham. So the concept of the show, I've never seen the show. Have you seen the show?
Yeah. The concept of the show is the host Robert and his team go into struggling restaurants, and the idea is that they're not attacking, they're criticizing constructively, and they go in with a budget of
So it's not like Hell's Kitchen?
No, they go in constructive. I mean, in the episodes that I've seen, it can get emotional because these professionals are coming in and they're saying, hey, here are some things you might think you do well. We're going to tell you that everything is terrible, and we're going to give, I don't know if they put up the $10,000 or if it's the business owners that comes up with it, but there's a budget of $10,000 that they have for renovations and, putting new menus together, and then teaching the staff better service or better teaching the chefs better dishes or better presentation, and then it culminates in that big re-grand opening.
I mean, the article didn't really say much because he saw the owner Louis Marvilla. I'm not gonna try that. See, I can't pronounce names.
Marvilla?
Yeah, Marvilla. I'm sorry, I just butcher it. Anyway. He really can't say much because of the contracts they signed with the channel, what goes on or why they're being. But for me, I mean, luckily, it said the business is not even that old. It's maybe 4 or 5 years old, five or six,
and it was only a year or two at the X too in Springfield.
Yeah. So, but imagine restaurants that are longer established that they go in and the owners are like, yeah, no, change, or that guy, whoever he is, goes in and has to change the menu and all that. So it's like if it affects the business in not a good light, and especially if it's a small local business, then it's really not going to benefit.
See, I haven't followed the show well enough to say what happens after the fact, but I'm pretty sure when they go in, the end result is usually positive. Otherwise, I don't think it would end up on TV.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like Fox. I mean, there's more people going to be watching Fox than Food Network, so more people are going to see Hell's Kitchen. To a certain extent, how many people have seen Food Network's Restaurant Impossible? Let us know, but hopefully I'll catch it after this and see how.
But either way, it's really good press for a local business.
Yeah.
It gives a possible business owner, a coaching opportunity because these guys, this is what they do.
They know their
so there's a
stuff.
lot of positives that go with it,
Yeah.
even if, aside from the entertainment value.
Just hope it doesn't turn into where they end up closing down after all the good PR, like a lot of other local businesses have been happening. Next up, Longmeadow Shops proposes expansion. One select. Well, when you do this as long as I've been doing it. Longmeadow Shops proposes expansion. One select board member responds with residents' complaint. So Longmeadow Shops, which is right near the Longmeadow High School, has, I don't know, I would say maybe between 10 businesses, some chains, some local.
Some national stuff.
Really nice, think Northampton, but very, very upscale-ish type of layout and
I would definitely say upscale.
So they're looking to expand it.
So I actually watched the select board meeting.
Oh.
It did.
So I got a good topic for you then.
Well, I mean, I watched it when you shot me the link.
Oh. Okay.
Which I thought was pretty interesting. First of all, they televise their board meetings. That's pretty neat. But the idea or the gist of it is these property developers or the Grove properties, they want to expand and continue to bring this upscale, shopping venue to the Longmeadow area. One that is indicative or that'll be respectful of the area, right? So you're going there. So it's big national. They mentioned a few names of businesses that might be there, would be in the same categories as like Restoration Hardware and a few others, stuff to compete, not compete, but complement Starbucks, etc.
Yeah, and they're saying even the expansion of their CVS that they already have in there, like a drive-through.
Williams-Sonoma.
So, I mean, it makes sense. There's really not a downtown in Longmeadow, so this could become their kind of downtown.
This select board wanted nothing to do with it, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand from a residential standpoint, where I'm trying to think property-wise, you have the lots to the left, if you're looking at it, that's the school fields. To the right, there's really not that much land.
And that's what the Grove properties are. Am I even saying that right? Is it Grove? The property, the Longmeadow Shops owner owns that property, and they're trying to get it rezoned for commercial because right now it's residential. Owns all the way up to the church.
That makes sense. I should probably read the topics.
I thought it was pretty interesting because it would be a neat little economy boost there.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you look at Max Burger that moved in Longmeadow, how many more people ended up going there, just in that general Longmeadow area.
And as long as they kind of keep it that boutique feel, that kind of,
exactly.
I don't think that they'll have to worry about that increase in traffic that the select board was very vocal about.
Yeah. Last up, Johnson & Johnson pulls controversial device that may spread cancer. Sorry, that's a serious topic. So it said it plans to ask doctors to return its power
I'm going to call it
morcellators to controversial surgical device that may inadvertently spread cancer in women by being treated for uterine growths called fibroids. So them trying to
So the way
prevent something else ended up spreading.
I think the way this thing is, Johnson & Johnson made this tool, and the tool is it's a surgical tool. It goes in, and what I'm guessing in my brain from what the description of it was, it goes in and kind of just takes that cancerous fibrous tissue and kind of cuts it up into lots of little pieces. Well, I think the problem the article says is when it's cutting stuff up, they don't know what's malignant and what's not, and then it's just spreading stuff back into the body.
Yeah. Which then takes cancer into a whole different form.
Right, so it makes it easier to take the smaller chunks out, less intrusive, but it's inadvertently doing some extra damage.
Oh, I mean, they're a business known for health and cleanliness and, I mean, all the products that they have out there. This is the first time I've really heard of them having something that as big as, everyone does callbacks or whatever they're called, recalls and products. It happens all the time. But not ones that go as far as saying that may spread another disease.
But if you're Procter & Gamble or what's the other one? Unilever? Those are their other two major competitors. I mean, you'd be jumping all over this.
Oh yeah, they'll be probably releasing products that compete with them right in a heartbeat. But the FDA had advised doctors not to use the devices pending further investigation. So if you're going to doctors and you see that they're using the
Morsolator? That's what I'm calling it.
get it checked.
Get it checked. Or don't use it.
Or don't use it.
Tell them
yeah.
not to.
All right, well, that's all we had. Nice, quick one today. Nunzio.
That was speed round. I liked it.
You know, bing, bang, boom. Maybe that's what it is. Corey just makes it so long. No, just kidding, Corey. This is what happens if you don't show up. We make fun of you. Nunzio, thank you so much for coming on.
It was a blasty blast.
We'll just see you again in 4 years. No big deal.
Yeah.
And we will be right back with our spotlight. Welcome back to Strictly Biz News. I am here with Mischa Epstein of Heartfelt Fine Gifts, located in Tower Square, downtown Springfield.
Yes, thanks for having me this morning.
I'm not going to bite, it's okay.
No, that's great.
So, Mischa, for people that don't know, you're located in downtown, but what is Heartfelt Fine Gifts?
Well, Heartfelt Fine Gifts is a handcrafted gift store. Everything in the entire store is certified handmade. And we're also at Florist Shop because this is a great florist location that's been before. And we really focus on how to give people full service. So when you come in, you're walked around the store, people give you information on the products you're looking at. We do everything from gift wrapping at the end. If you have 10 employees and you're giving a gift, we individually wrap them and give you cards for each of them.
So you said they're all handmade. Are they local artists?
Everything in the entire store is regional. 90% is Massachusetts. And then there's a few that are outside Massachusetts. Someone from New Jersey, someone from New York, someone from Maine.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So outside of the people, and for the people that don't know, they're located right next to Hot Table as you go into Tower Square into the first floor.
Yeah, we're open from 9:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and you can come see us from 10 to 3 on Saturdays.
So outside of the handmade crafts that are here, you guys also, we were just talking about before, you do classes and
We do
events.
classes, yeah, and events. We actually, I like to be a hostess in general. My spouse calls me Martha Stewart. So what?
Well, I mean, I can see.
Yeah. So we do a lot of event hosting. And so if you have an event, let's say that we've talked to a few people who either are brewing companies or have a new book coming out, or you have any kind of event that needs hosting, maybe a networking. If you contact us and tell us what you want served and kind of what you're willing to do per person, we'll host the event for you. And all you really have to do is tell people where to go and invite them.
And hosting it in the space here.
Hosting it in the space. We're over 1,500 square feet. We're flexible about what time the event can be hosted, and we have the ability to serve liquor. I can't sell it, but you're more than welcome to bring cases of wine to your event that I can then serve.
To me.
Yes.
So this is an example of one of the classes
These
you
are
have.
samples of some of our next classes. So we actually paint wine glasses because it seems like there are a lot of companies painting canvas, but a lot of people wouldn't necessarily hang a canvas that they paint one of these glasses in their home. We hear lots of stories of like in their bathroom, in their guest room closet.
In their trash.
In their trash. And they looked great when they were drinking, but not so much afterwards. So we paint functional items. So we paint wine glasses mostly, but we can do plates, bowls, shot glasses. If you have a couples night, we do like one wine glass, one beer mug. If you want to do a night with your family or something that maybe liquor isn't appropriate or wine isn't appropriate, we can do a paint and a tea. So what we'll do is we'll do it more tea time. All of our classes come with some light fare and samples of chocolate and goodies made by Elaine from Wicked Good Treats, who's one of our vendors.
Nice. So if they want to get more information on the store, the flowers, everything, where can they go?
Well, the first thing that you can do is you can always come down and stop by and see us. And I do think on some level face-to-face is the best way to communicate. But you could call us. Our number is 413-729-GIFT, G-I-F-T. Or you could email us at info.heartfeltfinegifts@gmail.com. Or on Facebook, we're Heartfelt Fine Gifts. Easy to find too.
Anything else you want to tell the viewers if they want to know anything about you or about the store?
I just think that if we want to create more local business, we want more money to be in our local economy, then we have to spend our money locally.
Yeah.
And so when you spend your money with your business or my business, the money actually is coming back into Springfield,
Yeah.
and more business in Springfield is the best way to revitalize it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the bottom line. And that we really do personalize. That's the whole point of our business, is that you should get something that's original and handcrafted. I guess the only other really important thing is that we're women-owned and women-operated. So we're a team of 3 women who are the management team, and then actually most of our staff are women as well. So
That's really great.
yeah, we like it.
Well, thank you so much for letting us come in and take a tour and interview you. And
Of
you
course.
are more than welcome to come back on anytime. Maybe we'll do something
I would love
for
to.
the holidays.
Let's do something for the holidays. I'll tell you how
Or
to.
I think it'll be funny if we can get my co-host Corey and I to come in and do a little painting.
You
thing.
guys should come wine and paint on the house whenever you want.
Okay, I'll get a schedule.
Perfect.
Well,
Thanks for having
no
us.
problem. We'll be right back.